One of the most prolific television show genres out there is the cozy crime show. The BBC have just made the most recent addition to the list of cozy crime television shows out there, so with the release of The Hairdresser Mysteries, we're counting down the top 15 cozy crime television shows. Let's start with one of the newest favorites, The Marlowe Murder Club. Starring Samantha Bond, Joe Martin, and Cara Horgan, four unlikely friends find themselves solving murders in a picturesque Buckinghamshire town. It's witty, smart, and full of charm, and full of mysteries that will keep you guessing without ever becoming too dark. If you enjoy amateur sleuths and brilliant character chemistry, you can watch all 3 seasons on You and Drama, Channel 4, or Sky Go. Moving out of Buckinghamshire and onto the beautiful Kent coast, at number 14 we have Whitstable Pearl. Carrie Godliman stars as Pearl Nolan, a restaurant owner who also happens to run a private detective agency. Despite its relaxed seaside setting, some of the episodes are actually pretty dark. Even with that, we still think that Whitstable Pearl is a worthwhile entry into the cozy crime genre, and you can catch all 3 seasons on Acorn TV or Sky Go now. No cozy crime television show list would be complete without Poirot. For many people, David Suchet simply is Hercule Poirot, and this series brings to life Agatha Christie's classic mysteries with an incredible attention to detail. Elegant, clever, and endlessly rewatchable, it's one of the greatest detective series ever made. With 13 series, you can bask in Poirot's excellence on ITVX and BritBox. Of course, if Poirot makes the list, so does Marple. Agatha Christie's sharp-eyed sleuth has been played by both Geraldine McEwen and Julia Mackenzie, who have each brought their own charm to the role of Miss Marple. Set among beautiful English villages hiding plenty of secrets, regardless of who your favorite Miss Marple is, this series captures everything that's so wonderful about classic whodunits. Coming in at number 11 is Agatha Raisin. Ashley Jensen plays Agatha Raisin, a former PR executive who moves to the Cotswolds and somehow keeps stumbling into murder investigations. The show mixes comedy, romance, and mystery, not to mention Agatha's fashion, in a way that feels completely unique. If you're looking for a cozy crime show with a theatrical and a Welsh twist, our number 10 pick, Death Valley, is definitely worth checking out. Timothy Spall stars as John Chappell, a retired actor who made his name playing a television detective, and of course happened to pick up some investigative skills that come in handy when he meets Janie Malawan, an eager detective. It's part family story, part murder mystery, with just enough intrigue to keep you guessing while still delivering the comfort you'd expect from a cozy crime show. You can watch more of the classic pairing of detective and civilian on BBC iPlayer. For number 9, we're traveling all the way across the pond with Only Murders in the Building. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are an absolute dream team in this hugely popular mystery series. 3 neighbors become amateur detectives following a murder in their building, and they decide to document the whole thing through a true crime podcast. It's funny, stylish, surprisingly heartfelt, and packed with twists you'll never see coming. In anticipation of the 6th series, which will take place in London, you can watch all available episodes of Only Murders in the Building on Disney+. Moving back across the ocean again, our number 8 choice is My Life is Murder. Lucy Lawless is endlessly watchable as Alexa Crowe, a retired detective who just can't resist solving one more case. Set mainly in Melbourne and later in New Zealand, this series mixes together clever mysteries with dry humor and a wonderfully likable cast. Alexa's sharp instincts and no-nonsense personality make every episode a pleasure, and it's one of the most consistently enjoyable modern cozy crime series. If Scandi Noir is usually too dark for you, our number 7 choice offers something much warmer. The Sommerdahl Murders follows Detective Dan Sommerdahl, who investigates murders in a picturesque Danish seaside town. It keeps the clever mysteries you'd expect from Nordic crime, but swaps the darkness for sunshine, humor, and best of all, a cheeky little love triangle. If you want to experience this Nordic cozy crime, Channel 4 and Sky Go have got all 7 series. Coming in at number 6 is Professor T. Ben Miller stars as eccentrically brilliant Professor Jasper Tempest, a criminal psychologist whose remarkable mind is matched only by his many quirks. Alongside Francis de la Tour and Emma Naomi, he helps the police solve baffling crimes while navigating his own complicated personal life. It's clever, funny, and just a little bit offbeat, and it's a perfect choice if you love your detectives to be every bit as unusual as the mysteries they solve. And we've now made it to the top 5. Coming in at number 5, cozy crime lovers will not be surprised to find Death in Paradise. Over the years, it starred Ben Miller, Chris Marshall, Ardal O'Hanlon, Ralph Little, and Don Gillet, each bringing their own style to the lead detective. Every episode delivers a fresh, locked room style mystery against the stunning backdrop of a Caribbean island. Somehow, sunshine, beaches, and murder work together perfectly, and it's one of the easiest cozy crime shows to binge. With 15 series, it'll take you a while to get through all of the episodes on BBC iPlayer or BritBox. At number 4, we're bringing in a crime crime-solving duo, Shakespeare and Hathaway private investigators. Mark Benton and Joe Joyner make a brilliant detective duo in this lighthearted mystery series set in Stratford-upon-Avon. This unlikely partnership leads to all sorts of entertaining investigations, helped along by plenty of eccentric suspects and a healthy dose of comedy. It's one of those shows that's just consistently good fun. Starting out our top 3 is the Madame Blanc mysteries. Created by and starring Sally Lindsay alongside Steve Edge, the Madame Blanc mysteries follows antiques expert Jean White as she settles into life in the south of France and naturally finds herself surrounded by murder mysteries. It's full of sunshine, quirky villagers, antiques, and plenty of humor, making it one of the most relaxing entries in the genre. If you want to catch up on the Madame Blanc mysteries before it returns this year, you can watch all 5 series on Channel 5, My5, or Acorn TV. You can't make a cozy crime list without including our number 2 selection, which is of course Midsomer Murders. Led by John Nettles and later Neil Dudgeon, this series has spent decades proving that England's prettiest villages somehow also have the highest murder rates imaginable. The cases are inventive, the settings are gorgeous, and despite the body count, it's still one of television's ultimate comfort watches. With 25 series on ITVX, BritBox, and Acorn TV, there are plenty of episodes to have you wondering how there are still people left in Midsomer. And finally, we have the queen of cozy crime herself. At number 1 is Murder, She Wrote. Angela Lansbury is simply unforgettable as Jessica Fletcher, a mystery writer who somehow encounters more murder than anyone else on Earth. Thanks to her warmth, intelligence, and quiet determination, Murder, She Wrote remains one of the greatest comfort viewing detective series ever made. And with 264 episodes, it's also one of the most prolific, making it a perfect way to finish this list. So there you have it, our top 15 cozy crime shows. Did we miss any?